Hi, this is going to be a close-up review of the original Rider-Waite tarot pack versus the tarot of A.E. Waite. And these are the two Rider-Waite Smith decks that most often are spoken about the original decks. What are the differences between them? If you're looking for one of the original decks, let me describe the differences and show the decks comparatively. The original Rider-Waite Tarot Pack, which will be on the left, this is the original Rider-Waite Tarot Pack that was basically the facsimiles of the plates. After the bombings in London, World War II, these were made from the facsimiles of the actual plates, and this has the Tudor rose background on the deck. And I'll show you each card. But then when you're talking about the first actual published deck, this is on the right, and this is Tarot of A.E. Waite. And this was the one in 1909 that was originally published. And this is called the pebble back. It's really pretty with the pebble back when people refer to that. It's this deck. So this is the one that was actually published, Tarot of A.E. Waite. And then this was from the facsimile of the plates with the Tudor rose backing. So each one, this one's called the original and this one's called the Tarot of A.E. Waite, but this was the one that was actually published with this backing. And this was the one that was from the plates that were destroyed. And this pack also comes with an amazing guidebook that's the key of the tarot with A.E. Waite in it that I have been meaning to read from front to cover. Just because I want to hear the words directly from him. I haven't gotten around to do that yet after all these years. But these are the two decks that, for history purposes almost, you want to have the originals. There's something about, even if you desire a more colorful deck, there's something to be said about having the originals in your possession, whether you use them or not, whether you have a favorite or not. And these are the two backings and the two differences. This is the one, Tarot of A.E. Waite. Again, it will come in this box, and it has the pebble back, and that's what was actually published. And then this is the one with the Tudor rose that was from the plates that were destroyed, a facsimile of the plates that were destroyed. So I'm going to go through each card so you can see the differences between the two. And this one is the original tarot pack, and this one is the Tarot of A.E. Waite. And here we go. We see major differences in the colorings and even the fonts. The original has the period after the caps, and this one doesn't. It has totally different fonts with the gray backing. The coloring is much different and more vibrant, actually, on the A.E. Waite, what was actually published, versus the facsimile. So you'll see differences. The original Rider-Waite tends to be more mustardy, and so you'll clearly see the differences within the two. So I just wanted to show you real quickly, if you're deciding on getting one of these, which ones to get, which ones, or both, depending. But I wanted to show you the differences between the two, definite color differences and font differences between each deck. And we have the High Priestess. Look at how dark she is in here. The coloring is so much darker. I'll lower it so you can tell which one is from which deck. The Empress. The Emperor. The Hierophant. The Lovers. The Chariot. The Strength card. And the Hermit. And here they have the bluish background. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hangman. On the Death card. Temperance. Ooh, the Devil. The Tower. The Star. It's just interesting to see side by side. This is much mintier. This is much real blue sky in the back. The Sun card. Judgment. The World. Clearly the Tarot A.E. Waite definitely has the blue sky background, and this is always much mintier. Oops. Sorry. Something. King of Swords got messed up. Queen of Swords. Let's skip that. You'll still get the idea. Queen of Swords. We'll skip through the ones that are not. Knight of Swords. So cool to see the differences, actually. It's a much bluer steel on this one. Oops. Seven of Swords. Five of Swords. See if I'm wearing a different color here. And definite blue backgrounds I noticed on the A.E. Waite. And then on some, it's stripped of color. So it's interesting to see the difference. Three of Hearts, Three of Cups. I mean, Three of Swords. Like zoning out. Two of Swords. Okay. Oops. Use of Swords. Oh, that was messed up from there. Sorry about that. Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands. And also the size is like, well, maybe they are exactly the same. For some reason, the A.E. Waite, the way, oh, I know what it is. The borders are slightly narrower on the A.E. Waite, the Tarot of A.E. Waite. The border is slightly narrower. I don't know if you could tell on the tops. So it makes it feel like the actual image is bigger than the original. I just noticed that too, side by side, something I've never noticed before. So it almost gives the appearance that this picture is bigger and that the actual card is bigger when it's equal size. Page of Wands. Oh, some of these are not in order. I do apologize, but let's see where it can go to. Here, let's just go to here. You'll still get the idea. Let's go right to Aces. Queen of Cups. Well, at least these two are together. Sorry about that. Page of Cups. Sometimes it appears he's wearing a totally different outfit from the coloring. Oh, the Lovers. We'll just fast forward until it's... Wow. This one's grayer. Okay, well, the rest of them don't seem to be in too much order, which I didn't plan on, but you do get the idea. Here we go. Here's another one for you. All right, so that was a comparison of the majority of the decks. And again, the backings, this one's Tudor Rose, this one's Pebble back. And the Pebble back, this is the box that it will come in. It's the Tarot of A.E. Waite, and it will come with the Pebble back, and it will come with this guidebook included. And this is the one that was actually published in 1909, and it's the original. It says right here on the back of the card that it's colors and backside of the cards according to the first edition from 1909. So that's what will come included with that. Then when you have this one, here's a close-up of it. It's the original Rider-Waite Tarot pack, and it also comes with this, the key of the tarot from A.E. Waite, along with the cards. It also comes with the Celtic Spread in the box as well, which I can't open the box right this second. But what's really interesting is to have this booklet, which the print is very, very small, and that's why I haven't read it from front to cover yet, but I find that it's going to be really interesting to read everything that he initially put in for the tarot cards. So the key of the tarot. So I thought that was really special to have, and that's why I actually bought this pack with the actual key of the tarot from A.E. Waite in it. And so those are the two decks that are most talked about when you talk about the original and what was first published. So again, these are, it's called the original tarot pack from Rider-Waite, but it's actually the facsimiles of the plates that were destroyed in the bombings in London with the Tudor Rose back. And then the one that was actually published in 1909 with the Pebble back is this one, and that's the Tarot of A.E. Waite. So this was my close-up just to show a comparative of the two decks, and if you're looking for something original from the Rider-Waite Smith that has some history behind it, these are the two decks most talked about, so I wanted to give a little close-up review of it. And you got an idea of the differences of the colors and the font differences and things like that. I do apologize, it wasn't completely in order, but you got an idea. So those are the two. And that's it. That's my close-up review of these two decks. And check out my channel for other close-up reviews. Take care and enjoy your tarot card readings. Bye.